Trav? Trav? Oh. Trav, what are you doing?
What?
You said you were coming out to cut the grass.
Yeah?
So what are you doing lying there?
Well, it's okay because I've got some faith, and I think if I've got enough faith, the grass will sort itself out.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. You know, if you see something that needs doing, if you've got faith, then you just kind of pray about it and it happens.
So praying about it's going to get this grass cut, is it?
Well, it's not just the praying, it's the faith as well. But honestly, just wait and see what happens.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. In fact, I'm so positive, I'm going back to my rest.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Many hours later.
I think we need to talk, God, because we've got a bit of an issue. I've promised Mandy about cutting the grass and how that's going to be taken care of, and I said don't worry about the rain, I'll sort that as well. So I really need you to do something about the rain, because otherwise she won't be happy. Okay? Thank you. Do you know what? It's such a beautiful day. We're going to put some washing on the line so that it can dry on this gorgeous sunny day. So how about that? Okay, I'll see you in a minute because there's some other things I need to do.
Six hours later. 20 minutes later.
I said I'd get the grass cut, and it's a nice sunny day. The whole praying and faith and everything didn't really work out how I thought it might. But here we are. We're going to have our grass cut. So, faith, it is something that we should have, and whilst I understand that it might have been a bit of a silly thing to pray about the grass cutting itself or the washing putting itself on the line, I don't think that it is completely irrational what I'm trying to say to you. The thing is, sometimes we think that faith, oh well, we just pray for people. But in the Bible, in the book of James, there's a part of James that warns about something like that. And I'm going to read it to you now. So in James chapter 2, it says this, starting at verse 14, "Dear brothers and sisters, what's the use of saying you have faith if you don't prove it by your actions? That kind of faith can't save anyone. Suppose you see a brother or sister who needs food or clothing, and you say, well, goodbye and God bless you. Stay warm and eat well. But then you don't give that person any food or clothing. What good does that do?" Now, my praying about the grass didn't have any impact. I had to eventually get the lawnmower out and start cutting the grass myself. In the same way, the washing, I had to eventually get the washing and the pegs and put it all on the line. And that maybe that's an example for us to say, well, actually, yes, we should pray for people, but maybe sometimes we actually need to take action and to do something about the needs that we see around us. So this week I was thinking, well, what could we do as a craft? Well, I don't want to give you a craft to do. What I'd like to suggest that you do is actually have a look round and see what sort of things need doing. Now, for some of you, that might mean that you make a nice greeting card or a get well card or a thank you card or something like that, and you send that to somebody who needs a little bit perhaps of cheering up or something. Other things that you might be able to do is if you see some rubbish that needs picking up, or you see the washing up that needs doing, or the dishwasher needs emptying at home, those are all things that you can do, and you can show that you've got faith in God by the things that you do, not just praying about them. So there we are. Faith is good. And by the way, if God chose to, he can act in amazing and miraculous ways. It might not be quite cutting the grass on my behalf, but I do believe that God is a God of miracles. So please don't misunderstand my bit of fun about praying about different things. And with regard to the weather, well, sometimes people like me might be praying that it would be a nice sunny day so I could cut the grass. And other people are praying that the rain would fall to make their seeds grow and to make their garden flourish. So it doesn't always work that what we pray for with regard to the weather is going to work out, because God knows all the different needs that there are. So there we go. Please do think about how you could do something practical to show your faith in God to somebody else this week. And if you're brave enough, take a photograph of it and send it to us at the church. And then we'll be able to put that up onto the website or put it up onto the screen next week so that people can share in the good things that have been happening. Because imagine that, we've probably got some 100 or so people that watch our service during the week. Imagine if all of those people did something practical to show their faith in God. What a difference that could make to lots and lots of people in our area. Well, there we go. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I do hope that you take up the challenge for this week.